We started VA2P because of all the vaping we saw, not only in middle school, but also in high school. We've seen our close friends go through nicotine withdrawals in school.
VA2P is an organization that helps educate and increase awareness on the harmful effects of vaping. We want to talk to kids before they enter middle school because that's when they are first exposed to vapes, and that's when they have to make the decision whether to try it or not.
We want them to make educated decisions. It's not fair for them to make life-changing decisions without being educated.
Yeah, the tobacco and e-cigarette industry, they're tricking these kids into vaping, and all they want is lifelong customers out of these kids. So hashtag don't fall for the marketing.
Where do teens get their vaping supplies?
Older friends.
Gas stations.
And parents.
So why do teens vape?
Teens vape because they can access it easily. They might have some like older friends that are able to buy it legally, who then give it to them, and also some people, some clerks might not check IDs to make sure they're 18 or older, which so they can just buy it freely and no one knows. Is that
the sleek structure of the device is very attractive to young consumers, and it seems like it's more of a convenience factor because it's like, oh, I can quickly slip it in my pocket and I will get away with it.
right?
And it seems like it's more about like fashion is becoming cheap, disposable, and quick. So it's like convenience factor tied into how it looks like to young consumers.
Right, and a lot of it is the way they design this, they add flavors like cotton candy, chocolate, which just appeals to the younger generations. And when, teenagers see this and they go and they buy them, or they buy them from their friends, they see cotton candy, they see chocolate, they see vanilla, and it appeals to them.
Yeah, and it's more just like, oh, we don't only just have a tobacco flavor. There's just a variety of flavors like one can pick out of, and it's just the fact that it's like almost kind of like a flashy marketing thing. It's just so it allows consumers to be like more susceptible to being like falling for these tips that, or not tips, but okay, marketing strategies that these companies are implementing.
Sorry guys. Hashtag don't fall for the marketing.
Since I'm 18, I've been offered by friends to buy vaping products for them, Juul pods, Soren pods, and other disposables that have recently become popular. Because of this, I felt like if I deny them, I'll be considered uncool, or it would just be awkward just to go in and buy it for them.
Hashtag not your dealer. Is that fine?
That had little to no emotion in it.
Teens are Teens are vaping because they're not educated. There's a lack of resources out there for kids in high school and middle school. They need to know what they're getting into before they try vaping. There's a lot of myths out there, like vaping can help with weight loss, vaping can increase concentration and focus, and a lot of these aren't true, but they don't know any better. We need to improve our resources in schools, and parents need to get educated in order to help these kids develop the resources so they know not to try vaping.
Hashtag don't fall for it.
Everywhere teens go, they're always followed by the advertising of the vaping. Like, for example, when they go online to Twitch, which is a streaming platform, they just see creators who are paid to take hits of a Juul. And like, adults don't know what streaming is, and they don't really follow it. It's directly teens. It's marketed straight to teens. And online, there's like Instagram creators, and there's like people who get paid to like post a picture of them holding a Juul or hitting it, which is just not fair.
Hashtag don't fall for marketing. Another reason why teens are vaping is because they think they're invincible, and when they're presented with the right facts, they throw them out, and they need to be more educated when they're younger.
Marco, what are you doing?
Hashtag science.
The biggest reason that people vape is peer pressure.
Really? At your young age?
Yeah, vaping constricts my social life because when people vape, it's hard to be friends with them because I might be caught in with them when they're vaping.
Yes, and I actually had a personal experience. I was in a car with a bunch of my friends, and there was a vape, and she was passing it around, and they kept asking me to take a puff from it. Of course I refused, but I was in that situation for a long period of time, and they kept pressuring me, and it brings light to other children in those situations and how they are just susceptible to vaping because their friends are.
Right, and I saw that too. I first got exposed to it at a party where everyone was doing it, and I really felt forced to. I eventually had to leave that party early just because I couldn't take it anymore, and that's a big issue that many kids have. And they feel like they're put into a corner to start all these things when like what they can do is leave, but sometimes that's hard, and that's really the biggest reason why it's happening.
So what are we going to do about it?
Yeah, so to stop this lack of education or to improve education, we've actually developed our own curriculum in order to educate and just spread awareness on the harmful effects of vaping.
Yeah, and basically, we created a shorter version of the curriculum called...
condensed it.
Yeah, the 4-module trainer program, and we've used this module to create clubs across the state of Georgia, focusing each unit on different semesters to create anti-marketing campaigns that act as reverse marketing, similar to how the cigarette advocacy turned Camel Joe to Chemo Joe. And this is a basic way that we want to increase awareness and education.
And we want to expose kids as young as maybe younger than middle school, is just to show them what vaping is, what it can do to your body before they're exposed to it in middle school, and even more in high school. So we think that's very important.
And this organization was created by teens, and it's marketed
Intended
for
for teens.
Yeah, so it's by teens for teens.
We are Too Cool for Juul.